live from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Texas Rangers going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway on the hill here today, Jonathan Cannon. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a base hit right there. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod. Singy, he squared that one up in a big way. So let's take another look at it with StatCast. Nerd assemble.
Just incredible power in this swing as it came off the bat at 117 miles per hour. He saw it all the way. Really good weight transfer and just demonstrated some exceptional.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He powers that one out of here. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back to back. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. This one high in the air to left center. Robert on the move. And it's caught for the out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Well struck right field. Got all of that one. He'll circle the bases. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Jonathan Cannon is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Prelander Baroa on to pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's Josh Young. To third. Boots it. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Batting seven, the first baseman, number 21.
Up next for the Rangers, Jake Berger. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. There's a swing and a drive. Robert going back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
The catcher, number 28.
Man at first, Jonah Heim now at the plate. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So digging in, Evan Carter. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And today on the hill, Nathan Eovaldi. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Mike Tauchman now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Fought off foul.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
The wind and the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's Josh Rojas. Not even close there. Ball one. Eovaldi, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider. And that's down, a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Luis Robert now. And first offering is fouled off.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curve
brings it in for the third out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head to the second on the south side. It's the Rangers 4 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side, here's Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus
Baroa, 23 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's Corey Seager. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here is Wyatt Langford. He's already homered here in this one. And there's a foul ball. Lined, and that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. 1 runs in, and that one's off the wall. And they don't push it. Runner holds at third. Bases loaded now with still nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it now.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Gus Barlett.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. That's hard hit on the line. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 21, Jake.
And now the first baseman,
Berger.
Jake Berger. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This to center field. Robert moves under it, nabs it, and that is that. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. It's now 9-0. Here on the south side, now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hit hard. That gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. So now the DH spot, Brian Ramos. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
That one hit to right. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-1. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a pop-up, and the infield fly is called. Now it's the White Sox catcher. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. White Sox down to their final out. And now Brooks Baldwin. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
On the ground, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you all save some runs for me. I want to get a win as well.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.